Well, tonight, Local 4, along with Channel 2 and Channel 7, hosted a statewide town hall with Senators Debbie Stabenow and Gary Peters to discuss the federal response to the COVID-19 crisis.
And to ask the questions that we've been getting from you on a daily basis. Mara McDonald live downtown tonight. Mara, what we did not want was a political partisan complaining session. How'd we do on that front?
Oh, I think you did great, Devin. I mean, just from my personal perspective watching it, so much of what we see every day from people is how they view this through their political lens. Credit to the senators. They weren't doing the blame this guy, blame that guy. They answered questions that they were asked.
And we are delighted to have with us this evening Michigan's two members of the United States Senate.
For an hour, both senators from Michigan answered questions that were at times very pointed. Devin asking one we get constantly. Why, when this country is in crisis, does Congress pass bills which are full of things unrelated to the crisis? Devin calling out monies included for a sunscreen manufacturer and the Kennedy Center in the CARES Act, designed to help keep people and business afloat.
There are things in there that you don't personally support. So it's always a big frustration, I think, in our democracy when we're trying to do something quickly.
It drives me crazy when I see those things in the bill, particularly when we're trying to deal with this immense crisis and come together, that you have folks that try to stick in and sometimes are successful in sticking in these things that have no basis being there.
And what will it take to get our economy back up and running? Both say constant testing is key.
We need to have the kind of testing where, just as the mayor of Detroit has been able to do with a 15-minute Abbott test for police officers, you take the test in the morning, you get the results immediately, you know you're okay, and then you can go to work.
And in the next round of stimulus, what are they looking for? Both say more monies for small business, hospitals, and our food supply.
We all knew when we passed the CARES Act, it was a substantial piece of legislation providing over $2 trillion in aid to our hospitals, to working families, to small businesses, but we also knew that we would have to do more.
Back here live, both agree that more has to be done, and both repeated consistently that the way to get things opened up and back to some sense of normalcy is testing, testing, and testing. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Yeah, so many feel that's the mantra. All right, Mara.